I can't believe that it happened that way. It's Canadian. This is just.
Okay, folks.
I don't like it at all.
Shocker of the night. CM Punk is the new heavyweight champion. And John Cena's fired.
Yeah. Okay. Well, first off, we know Cena obviously is going to make some terrible Marine 2 or something.
I think they've already made Marine 2.
Okay, Marine 3.
Possibly
The Canada edition.
Canada had Marines? Does Canada have
Does
Marines?
Canada have Marines?
Why would I know Canada had Marines?
Because you're like a native son.
I'm not. I am not.
You're a native son of somewhere.
East Tennessee.
In Saskatoon. CM Punk says he's leaving with the belt, so, who knows?
Okay. Vince said earlier in the night he did not sign CM Punk to a contract extension.
I know this is a storyline. Okay.
A convoluted one.
Yes.
It's probably one of your Canadian brethren. I mean, this looks like something that happened in Stampede.
I'm not Canadian.
You need a good
Chicago.
You need a good Chicago man like superstar Eric Charles writing this.
You had the superstar on the job.
I knew it. You've been talking to that. Oh, you've been talking to him again, haven't you?
I talk to Eric all the time.
Oh,
He sends me pizza.
Well,
You know I love pizza, especially Chicago.
I have to admit, Superstar did tell me you were from Saskatoon.
he tells everyone that. Don't mean it's true.
He has a birth certificate.
Hey! I
And
made
he
him.
made it
He's a
in your
nice guy.
house.
He brought
That's
us
neither
pizza.
here nor there. It's still a birth certificate.
He brought us a nice sausage pizza in Chicago. It was great. He seems like a truthful guy. Wrestled with Patrick for years. Had a birth certificate
charter member of the PWA.
showing you were from Saskatoon, Canada. He's been passing this around.
Of course he has.
Superstar has determined that you are from Saskatoon.
Look.
It makes sense. You do love cold weather.
I do love cold weather.
Superstar, you were right.
That doesn't mean I'm from Canada. It just means I don't like burning in the sun.
Well, nobody does like burning in the sun, except for Grant.
And Alan Miller.
Well, Alan Miller doesn't like the burning. He just
Probably
likes
violating his contract by me even mentioning his name on this show.
Superstar,
That's
you should
fine.
find his birth certificate. He may be Canadian as well.
But that would defeat your own logic of him not liking.
He's not a very logical person, Alan Miller. He's not. He's kind of strange.
No, he...
Seriously.
You are very logical, though. Canadians are logical. Pretty sure Spock was Canadian.
I'm pretty sure Spock was Vulcan.
No, he was born in, like, Alberta before he went into space.
Don't you watch Star Trek, Luke? Is that not Canadian? You watch Doctor Who, don't you?
What does that have to do with
Doctor
anything?
Who is Canada's Star Trek.
It's British.
It's British.
Yes,
Canada's part of the British Empire.
I don't know what's going on here. CM Punk's the champion. He's quitting. He's leaving with the belt. John Cena's fired to make Marine 7 back in Canada.
I'll say this.
Superstar Eric Charles is the only one that's been right in all of this stuff.
Superstar Eric Charles is not right.
I'll say this.
He seems right.
I guarantee for a lot of people now, Raw is must-watch TV tomorrow night.
I'll probably, this is the first time.
Because you're curious.
I'm curious. I'm curious. I don't know what this angle they're going to pull off here.
Well, was tonight CM Punk's last day of his contract?
Yes.
Yes, by storyline.
Who knows what we'll see. Maybe it'll be worth watching tomorrow night.
Maybe it'll be worth watching
There
TNA.
might be actual wrestling on. I don't know. Maybe CM Punk will show up on Ring of Honor. He may show up on TNA.
Maybe even in ECW.
Honestly, I'm going to tell you now, if he shows up on either one of them, to me that says Vince
ECW doesn't even have shows anymore.
It's a shame.
ECW was quality entertainment.
I mean, if ECW still was having shows, it would make sense that he who started
Not quite the old CCW, Canadian Continental Wrestling, which Luke was a part of for several years.
What's not part of Canadian
Superstar said you were.
I don't care what Superstar Eric Charles says.
It's just going.
You know, seriously.
I'm confused, folks. I am confused. I've never known Superstar to lie.
I've never known him to tell the truth.
This is just conflicting stories we're getting. It's as if it's as if the WWE writers are writing.
It really is convoluted. You know,
Is that your word of the day, Patrick?
yes, have a calendar.
Right.
You know, you look back at the old stuff, like we said with the old Cage Matches DVD, and the old wrestling magazines treasure trove that we've recently uncovered. And, I mean, it's just, they knew how to build angles and run a storyline that mattered back then.
And storylines that lasted not from pay-per-view to pay-per-view, which was 3 weeks. Storylines that lasted for years.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, look at Flair and the Horseman and Dusty Rhodes.
They feuded from 1980 to 1987.
I mean, look at the Rock and Roll Express and the Midnight Express. Back when tag teams were good.
Well, the Rock and Roll Express and the Von Erichs.
Everybody in the right, the Freebirds
And the Von Erichs.
and the Rock and Roll Express.
The Hart Foundation, some of your favorites, and the British Bulldogs, who I actually am shocked you don't like because I know how Canadians revere the British Empire.
You
Aren't
I'm
they
surprised
related?
it didn't work out.
By marriage, yes.
It's all one big Canadian family. Sort of.
It's like
Sort of.
Kentucky. Everybody up there is related.
What?
Shallow gene pool.
That doesn't even make sense, Patrick.
Family
How-
trees that do not fork.
How does you compare Canada, a fairly large country, to
So
Kentucky?
now you're bragging about Canada's size.
They're both north of
Are
here.
you speaking as if they're powerful or something like that?
It's
The love's shining through, folks. Luke loves Canada.
I don't love Canada.
He's claimed that he did
It's
for a
just-
while.
It's just
It's come out
a big
now.
country.
The superstar was right all along.
I mean, granted, most of it's in the Arctic Circle, and no one lives up there.
It's not true. There are a few hardy souls that live up in Fort McHenry.
See, he knows more about Canada than I do.
I read that
Fort
on your
McHenry is
MySpace.
actually
You
a
did
town.
not. I've not had a MySpace in years.
We can't back that up. We think he's got a secret one.
What?
Every
it's the
Canadian
rage
has
with
a
all these
secret name.
kids now.
Every Canadian has a secret name. We're sure Luke has one. Superstar is on the case right now to find it.
I love Eric Charles.
It is a
Obviously.
tradition.
You know, he does such great detective work, and then I mean that he goes home and makes stuff up.
Hey, don't claim he makes stuff up.
We
We have no proof that he makes anything up.
I do. I have my birth certificate at home. And
That's
it's not from
it's so
Canada.
you
It's from
claim.
Nashville.
So you claim. Superstar had a very
Nashville, Canada?
official looking birth certificate
No.
from the great white north.
Doug
Wait,
McKenzie
the
signed
Great
it.
White North. Isn't that Alaska?
No, it's Canada.
Doug
That's
McKenzie
what
signed
Superstar
it,
said.
Luke.
Who?
Bob and Doug McKenzie, the McKenzie
Strange
brothers,
Brew,
Strange Brew.
Canadians, Canada's national brew.
Strange.
You love Strange Brew? Look at his face light up in Strange Brew.
My
Such a
face
weird
looks like
movie.
Strange Brew, and I'm not even Canadian.
Well, that's true. It is a good movie.
I mean,
So during the break, we come in. Luke is playing online curling.
I was not.
you downloaded an app onto my phone.
I did not.
I didn't know they made a curling app.
I don't either.
I'm telling you, folks, it happened. It
You know what? Forget this. Forget this. I thought we settled this. Obviously we didn't. I'm going to have to take care of this one way or the other.
happened.
Canadian Fury.
I'm assuming he's going to call Superstar.
I would think so. I mean,
You know,
Eric's a reasonable
He's
person.
a good guy.
He's on my speed dial.
You know, like I said, apparently with CM Punk out of things now anyway, you know, who knows where he's going to show up with the belt. Who knows what's going to happen. This whole Randy Orton disqualification angle is kind of crazy, too.
Yeah, I have a feeling next week's sports. I don't know if Luke's going to show back out. He may get deported over this. Yeah, maybe we can get Dancing Stevie up here. You know,
Stevie has a good,
Tiger Khan.
we will try maybe even to get the superstar Eric Charles on video.
Yeah, the thug, maybe the intern. I mean, there's plenty of talent. I still don't understand what Luke's so bent out of shape about. I mean,
Canadians have really short tempers.
they have their own version of bacon.
It's when they're in cold. Well, it's inferior bacon.
No wonder he's so mad.
That would make me mad too. I don't even know what to do with this segment now. This is just.
Well, you know, I mean, we can probably wrap this up. I mean, if you'll go ahead and go to the camera, I'll go ahead and do the outro.
I gotta get this going.
You know, Patrick,
Oh,
I've had it. We've been over this and over this.
Is that a hockey stick? what do you? What do you think of it? Oh!
Oh,
What are you
calm
doing?
down,
No.
calm down. Man, come on.
This is it. This is going to end.
I'm sorry.
Look, no.
No, I'll buy you a case of Molson.
I'm not Canadian. Ah!
Oh, God.
Oh, the
This
humanity.
is going to end now.
Collinus. Collinus.
Look, calm down. Calm down. You will be deported if you don't stop this. Oh, God, fans.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh, God.
The humanity.
Oh, God. We've got to go, fans. We got to go. We got to get this out. Get it out.